It is Wednesday already, and I haven't recorded anything for the week yet. This thing is probably too loud. I have this little battery operated fan that I use sometimes to, I put it like near my trays of eyeshadows to help them dry quicker. What was I going to say now? It's just been more of the same this week. I finally got caught up on my orders, and then I had more start coming in, and I haven't even had a sale, so I don't know. I still can't figure out who, like, mentioned my shop or anything, but, like, ever since that first, it was like a buy one, get one free eyeshadow sale I had last month that, like, really set me back because I was so overwhelmed with orders. Then I had another one last week that took me like a week to catch up on, which was almost as insane, and I only had it for one day as opposed to the all weekend one that was the first time I had it. But with that first one, it was just like it blew up, and now every time I have a sale, it's like insanity. So I have to plan the sales better. I have to like figure out ways to streamline how I do stuff. A few things I've already figured out that helps save a lot of time, but it's just a lot. So that's really all I've been doing lately. This has like legitimately turned into a full-time job for me now, especially with between doing this and trying to keep up with orders and the school stuff with Aiden. Like, we just got done doing his occupational therapy, and that one always takes, like, it's supposed to be a half an hour lesson, but it usually takes longer because she has him do so much stuff. But like, there's supposed to be two other kids there, and there's one that like shows up late when he feels like it, and he wasn't on at all today. Aiden was the only one on today. Then there's the other kid that's only shown up once so far. So like, if they're doing fully remote too, why aren't their parents making sure that they get on these calls? Aiden's there every week. He's the first one there on all his speech therapy calls, his OT calls, or meets, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know, man. I'm interested to see like if it does go to fully remote learning, which I have a feeling is going to happen soon because Massachusetts is back up to over 1,000 positive COVID tests per day now. We were down to like 300. That was like the lowest it got, and then now we're steadily going back up again. So I think it's only a matter of time before someone at the school ends up with it, and then it's going to just be fully remote for everybody again. But I'm interested to see when that happens, how many of these kids are actually going to show up to these meetings every day, because there's ones that are supposed to be showing up to these and nobody's showing up. I guess it's better in a way he gets all this one-on-one time, but geez. Yeah, geez. Where was Jeremiah today? I don't know. He even asked, he was like, where's Jeremiah? But like the last thing she has them do is usually like a penmanship worksheet, which he has no problem with because his handwriting is neater than mine. But it's mainly because, like I've mentioned so many times, he doesn't hold a pencil right. Like, he wants to hold it like this all the time, and it is so hard to break him of that habit because, like, he'll fix his fingers when I say fix your fingers, and then as soon as I'm not looking, he's back to this because he can write faster like that. So it's really, that's been the hardest thing with him as far as the remote learning stuff goes, because like he's usually always up for doing schoolwork. I have no problems with that. My best friend just sent him his birthday gifts, and she sent him a couple of second grade workbooks because he gets upset when he finishes all his work for the week and he wants to do more. So those will come in handy. What else was I going to say? But when he was doing the penmanship worksheet today, he wanted to write in cursive, and he can write really nicely in cursive, and I never taught him that. I have never once sat down and taught him how to write a cursive letter. He just learned it himself because he plays so many like letter tracing games and stuff like that, and there's like cursive, I forget what the name, I think it's called Letter School. Like, he loves that game, and you trace like uppercase, lowercase, and then they have a section that's cursive. So he's been doing that a lot. That's like his fun time at night before bed. I let him use the tablet for an hour, and he always wants to play either that or the PBS Kids games that they have. There's like a PBS Kids app. But he loves to do cursive lettering now, and I kept telling him, I'm like, no, you're supposed to be doing just regular letters, and his OT therapist was like, oh no, he can do cursive if he wants. Like, she didn't even realize that he can write in cursive, and she was very impressed. I'm like, I didn't teach him. I don't know. He just kind of picked it up on his own. So that's pretty funny. He loves writing in cursive. I don't think they started teaching us how to write cursive till like 3rd grade or something like that. I can't remember. It was so long ago, but I know I didn't know how to write cursive for a while. And they're also gonna do you know how they do like the Scholastic Book Fair every year. I think sometimes they do it like twice a year, but it's coming up at the end of the month, and they're doing, what was the date? I saved it because obviously I wanted to get them some books, but they're doing it virtually now. So it's basically like the school is linked to the Scholastic website, and then the school gets credit for all the books that people buy during it. So it's not as fun and exciting as walking into the library. Well, they do it at the library in his school, but like we used to always have it in our gym, I think, like the gym or the auditorium. Just they had all the cases set up with all the books that you could go shop. That was always fun when I was a kid. That was one of my favorite days. I remember buying the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That was where I first got that book, was from the Scholastic Book Fair, and then I was reading them to kids and scaring them while we were like, I can still clearly remember that. We were reading the Big Toe story, sitting outside the library waiting for all the other kids to be done shopping. Oh, those were the good days. But now I can't find the email about the flippin' book fair. Where is it? Please tell me I saved it. Yep, there it is. Virtual book fair. The 26th to the 8th. It's already going on then. Why didn't they send me like a link to it? They send like this, it's just an HTML page and it doesn't have a link to the actual book fair thing. He really likes chapter books lately, and I'm trying to figure out what series to start him on, because we're reading one now that's kind of like taking forever because it's a little too advanced for him, but he still likes it. It's books that I had when I was little. It's a 3-part series, the Eddie Dickens trilogy, I think it's called, but it's just kind of like silly, sort of Tim Burton-ish stories about some kid like in old England and his adventures. But I got him a set of Goosebumps books for his birthday. It's like a collector's tin that has 5 books with the original covers on them, because they have changed the covers over the years and they're not as cool anymore. So I was excited that I found original ones. And then there's like 2 or 3 more tins like that, so I'm gonna get him 1 or 2 more of those sets for Christmas. But he really loved the Goosebumps show. Like, he's watched every episode, some of them multiple times. He really liked The Blob That Ate Everyone, so I gotta get him that book. But I think he's ready for those books because he'll enjoy them. I think I was around like 8 or 9 when I started reading Goosebumps, so he should be fine with those. He's not really scared of stuff like that, so those books aren't scary anyway. So I only have a few orders to do, and then I'm all caught up until I start getting more orders in. But I'd like to have all these done by Saturday. I say a few, but I have like 8 here. 8 is a few for me lately because I've had like 100 at a time, and it's very overwhelming. So when I see a small pile like that, I don't feel as overwhelmed. But I gotta go have him come in here and pick some books so that we can do this. So Steven just left for his job interview a little while ago. Did I mention it? I don't even know what I've talked about this week. He has a job interview at a plumbing place where they make like, I don't know, I was trying to look at their website to figure out what they did. And it's just like You know how in like water purification systems and stuff, there's usually like that clear pipe part that I don't know the technical terms for any of this, but it's got like, it looks like rocks inside, or sometimes it's like charcoal that the water passes through to purify it and clean it and stuff. It looks like they mainly make that part, like they have a certain brand. um so we'll see how that works out. I hope he comes home with good news that he got that. It's not too far away. It's in the same town that he worked. Who are you saying bye to? It's in the same town that he worked at the flooring company in. So it's in that town. This year sucks so much. Like, it's like, what else is going to happen? One of my really good friends that I've known since, like, I think we met when we were like 18. I've never met her in person, but like we bonded and we always talk and text each other and stuff. And like I got close with her mom too, because just like our backstory is so, her grandma found out she had breast cancer the same time my grandma did, and then her grandma passed away the same time my mom did. So like we were going through all this crap together, and then her mom found out she had breast cancer because like her grandma having it prompted her mom to go get checked and stuff, and her mom found out that she had it, and then like it went away and it came back, and then it was spreading. Like she battled it for the past 12 years, and like it was finally in her, like it spread everywhere. So she passed away last week, like 5 days ago now, I think. But like I just found out about it, so I was crying because I was so upset over that. It's just, ugh. It sucks how you can get so close with people that you've never met in real life. So it's just like super upsetting. I don't want to start crying, damn it. Ugh. I wish they could find a freaking cure for cancer. Like, I don't know how, with all the technology we have and how many smart people there are in this world, there hasn't been a cure for that yet. So yeah, kind of a crappy day. I found out the day before yesterday, but I didn't want to start talking about it because I was going to start crying about it. So anyway, I sent her a sympathy card as soon as I found out. Yeah, I just feel really bad because, like, I know I've been through it and how you feel when you lose your mother, so even having been through it, it's so hard to like try and send someone comforting words because like you don't know what to say. It's just it sucks. And then it's always like the only thing I can think to say is that time helps everything. Like, everybody always says that when someone loses someone or someone passes away, and like it's true because you don't want to hear that when it first happens because it's like, oh, I'm so emotional. You don't want to hear that from everybody when it first happens because it's like nothing can make you feel better at that time, but you eventually heal and get better. Dropping stuff everywhere. So I'm just gonna stop talking about that subject now because it's just making me cry. Anyway, I just have to start doing some work stuff. We finished most of Aiden's stuff for the week, schoolwork related. We just did his art projects. His art teacher has been sending like 2 projects a week to pick from, and we always do both of them because they're usually pretty easy, simple stuff. And he has so many art supplies and everything that everybody always gets. Like, he just got a bunch of stuff for his birthday, so why not use some art supplies and do extra art projects. What else? He has one more thing to do. It's like an alligator craft for math that like the mouth opens so that you can do greater than, less than exercises. So he's got to color that in today. And what else did we have left? And I have to make my slime soaps that I've been making. I have to make them some mini ones, some little 4-ounce ones for a subscription box. And I have to do 36 of those, and I didn't have enough containers left, so I had to order more jars for it. So I can't do that until the jars get here. Hiccups. I have one left that's been sitting that hasn't sold yet, and it's kind of changing color, and it's pissing me off because of the colorant in it wants to bleed on the bottom. See how it looks blue? But it's supposed to be purple like this. It was like a sludgy looking purple. I wanted it to be Halloween-y. But this is basically, I don't want to spill it, but it's like a jelly soap that you just chunk out and use it as a body wash. You can use it as like a bubble bath. You just hold your hands under the faucet. And the scent on this one is a dupe of the Bath and Body Works. What is the name of this? Strawberry bourbon vanilla, or strawberry vanilla bourbon, something like that. It was one of my all-time favorite scents from Bath and Body Works, and when I saw that one of the suppliers that I order fragrance oils from had that, I was like, oh my god, I gotta get a giant bottle of it. So I have like a 16-ounce bottle of that fragrance oil that I wanted to put in something, and I was like, I'm gonna do it for the Halloween stuff, the Halloween soap. I might use it for Christmas too, because it's a very like, it's so hard to explain. It does smell like strawberry, but it's got like this super warm undertone of that, like the vanilla bourbon. It's so good. I have it in I think I put this scent available in pretty much everything, like the rollerball, the body spray, hand sanitizer, and I think I made it available in lotion too, but I just love the fragrance. So that's what my slime soap looks like. This one's still available if anybody wants to buy it. Maybe I should do a giveaway. I haven't done a giveaway on my channel in a really long time. I should do like a Pretties for Your Face giveaway just for my YouTube viewers. I might do that actually. This is like the beginning of my idea for a giveaway. I could do one for Christmas probably, but like I'm not committing to any Christmas stuff this year because I don't know if we're gonna be in the middle of moving or like we have moved or something like that. So I'm not even planning for an eyeshadow palette this year for Christmas. I'm gonna do like an eyeshadow collection, so like maybe 6 eyeshadows that you can buy just the pans, or you can buy them in the little eyeshadow compacts. I think I'm gonna do that this year instead of doing a palette, just because it'll be a little bit easier, especially if we're going through like having to pack and stuff. And I'm gonna have to shut down the shop anyways when we move. I don't want to have to shut it down for any more than like a week or two, because I don't feel like it's gonna take us that long to, like, once we find a place and we move there, I'll make sure that's the first stuff I unpack is the stuff from my office, like my computer and all my supplies and all my Bath and Body stuff for the kitchen. I'll just make sure I label everything really well in the boxes. I so badly want to just hire movers. Like, I would pack everything, me and Steven would pack everything, but have the moving people do the rest of the work, because I'm just dreading it. It's like, I was trying to look up quotes, and I think the places I was looking at to even start, like, basic moving from here to another state starts at $1,000, and I'm like, I don't want to spend $1,000 just on that because I'm being lazy, and I just feel like it would go so much faster if we had multiple men doing it. Because, like, we're not going to have any help with this. Like, at least last time we had my uncle in his truck and stuff, he's not going to be able to leave my grandma here and drive 6 hours north with us to help us with everything. Like, he totally would, but she can't be left alone because in case she falls or something, and she's with the 2 dogs, and I just hate that we have like such a lack of family here. All Steven's family is in Florida. His dad is in Vermont. I say this all the time, like, my only family is here, so we don't have enough people to help. But, like, not that many people would want to drop stuff to help us to move 6 hours away anyway. I know my friend, like, my only friend that's here isn't gonna be able to do it. She has 4 kids. Like, ugh, it just sucks. It sucks not having any help sometimes. Like, sometimes I like that we're like hermits and don't have to deal with people, but in situations like that, I wish we had more people around us. Okay, so I'm back real quick because Steven just called me on his way home and told me that it went really well and he's excited about it. I guess the guy has like 2 more people to interview, but he told Steven that like he's his #1 so far because he won't have to send him out to learn how to use a forklift and stuff. But he's happy that it's like lightweight stuff. The biggest boxes that he'd have to lift are like 30 pounds. And it's like a small operation. There's only, I think he said like 5 people that work there. I was like, that makes me feel so much better because I was scared for him to go back to work because of the coronavirus crap. And he's like, everybody had masks on, and that last interview he had gone for, he walked into the place and nobody was wearing a friggin' mask. The one that was like right downtown, the one that he had to go for the DOT physical, and he failed the physical, so he couldn't work there. Nobody had masks on in that place. So, and when he told me that, I was like, oh god, I don't want you to work there, because if everybody's just walking around with no masks, what the hell? But yeah, we're fingers crossed that he will get this. I don't know when he's gonna find out. If he finds out tomorrow, I will update you, but like, I feel like every time I have a cliffhanger like this, everybody's like, what's happened? So yeah, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Maybe he'll find out later today, I don't know. The guy's interviewing the other 2 people later today, so he'll find out probably either today or tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure. I hope he finds out tomorrow, or today, obviously, and not have to wait till Monday or something, but it just makes me feel a lot better. Like, even him going to this, I was weary about it, because I'm like, I hope everybody's wearing a mask that works there. I hope it's not this giant warehouse where people are, like, shoulder to shoulder working on stuff. But thankfully, it's just a small place. It's not super far away. It's not in town like the other one we were hoping for, but it's okay. Yeah, so that's just my little update. I'll talk to you again later. Okay, I woke up this morning and heard Aiden say it's snowing. It snowed! I know, buddy. It's still snowing. I don't think it's cold enough for it to like stick or accumulate or anything, but it's friggin' October 30th and we've got snow. Welcome to New England. Almost 2 hours later and it's still snowing, and now it's starting to stick. All my poor dead plants, well, all those little ones that are lined up, none of them ever grew. Those were the ones that, most of those were the ones that my uncle gave us, those little pods, the seed pods from Stop and Shop to plant, and nothing ever grew. And then that one that's actually, let's see, can I get my finger in there? That's a grapefruit tree, and I'm surprised it's not dead yet. Like, I don't have high hopes of keeping that alive, but I should probably go grab it and bring it inside. This is probably gonna be how I end the vlog. My tomorrow is Halloween, so I will film Aiden's costume, or Aiden in his costume, but that might be in next week's vlog. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I can show it to you though. Hold on. Trash bag we gotta get rid of. This is what he picked this year, is Max from Secret Life of Pets. And I got him a medium because that's what I get him in everything else. And the headpiece is too small, so he's gonna have to wear it with it not being snapped together or whatever. But I can't believe it's snowing. This is the earliest it snowed in, I can't even remember how many years. I'm just looking at all this, realizing I gotta get rid of all these dead plants. And there's still peppers on that one. We got so sick of bell peppers because we had so many of them. They're still hanging in there, but no one wants to eat them. I'm gonna go rescue that grapefruit plant actually, so I will talk to you guys next week, or
I have to pull Yui up here again too. So,
why?
Because it's not gonna look the same coming from this way.
Filming the Winter Wonderland. I'll stick this in my vlog. give them some pretty scenery to look at. It's been snowing all day, even though it was supposed to not accumulate to anything. It was supposed to snow for like less than an hour, but the wonderful weathermen that are always wrong. Look how pretty it is driving through here. Trying to not be shaky, but I'm not going to be able to help it. It's a bumpy road. Steven wants to turn around so we can see it from the way we were coming from before.
Oh, it was pretty coming this way too.
It was like freaking Narnia.
Now we can go the right way, I guess.